Hi, this is Victor. Welcome to channel Vic 5 and Season 3, and welcome to my series on learning Excel, and this is Chapter 4. And today I'm going to be talking about formatting. Now, formatting has two uses. One, of course, it makes it more presentable when you're showing the spreadsheet to someone else. Plus, it also makes it easier for you to work through it and see certain areas that you want to highlight. Yes. So let's get started. Okay. So here we have the spreadsheet that I've been working on within the last few chapters. So the first thing we're going to do is work on the title row, which is right over here. So we're going to highlight that. And what we're going to do is we're going to go up to the ribbon bar and see where it has the fill, which is like a paint can. And we're going to do a background. So we're going to make it like that. Choose that. So now we've got a background. Then we're going to bold it. So again, going up to the ribbon bar, do a bold, and that bolds it. See? So that makes it nice and easy to see. Okay. Then another useful feature is going to be the center, which is, we've used that previously before. So that's over here. So I'm going to select everything from here all the way across and center it right there. So there's that. Oh, of course, since we've had this already centered and I've done it again, it uncenters, so I'm going to have to recenter it. So there it is. Okay, so now everything's centered. Now, considering that I'm working with dollar signs, I'm going to change it all to dollar signs. So what I'm going to do is select from here. We're actually going to select all the way this way. See over here? Go up to the dollar sign, which is usually under the home. There's different tabs, but we're under the home one. So there's the dollar sign, which is right there, and as you can see, now everything is in dollar signs. Okay, so so one of the other things I want to do is, because I'm working with a month, I want to highlight the weekends versus the weekdays. So we'll use another color, and we'll use yellow so it's easy to see. Okay, so over here is the weekend. So we're going to go here and go up to our fill, and we're going to select a light yellow right there, and because the weekend we're going to bold it as well, so there it is. Okay, so that is something we can do with the rest of these. So we're going to do the same thing, bold and yellow, and then we're going to do the same thing over here, bold and yellow, and then one more time, bold and yellow. Okay, and again I'm noticing that this is not centered, and if I click this, you'll see that if you go over here, it on the center doesn't show it as highlighted. So if you click here, now it's centered. Now when you click on a column, because it's dollar signs, it's not. Now over here, that's not centered, so we're going to click on here and center it. Now, other than, of course, the accounting, which is dollar signs, and it's not centered because it's right justified, if you click on this column over here, anything that's highlighted on the ribbon bar, you can see it's highlighted, and you can tell what are the features on it. So there we've done some formatting. Now, one of the very useful features is called freezing the line. But that's where you can freeze, say, the top line, and then as you scroll, you can still see your headings. So let me show you. Okay. So what happens is you have to click over here on the line below what you want to freeze, which is this line over here. So as you can see right now, I'm going to release it. You can see what happens. As I'm scrolling through, it disappears. Okay. So by clicking over here, then I'm going to go to the View tab. Okay. And see over here, there's a ribbon option called Freeze Frames. Right there. And I'm going to select this top one. There. And so now I'm going to go back to my home. Okay, So now, if I scroll, as you can see, the line is the heading is staying the same. Okay, so that is some of the simple formatting. It's some of the common ones as well. The ribbon bar on the very top is very useful. Usually if you want to format a single cell, then you can select the single cell, do a right click, and you can see some options, especially like a font. For example, suppose, see over here, you want to highlight the day. Okay, if you right click and you go to format cells right there, it'll pop up, and then you have a few options over here. You can do font, so you can increase the font size, see, and we'll just increase it for, just as that one for the moment here, and do an OK, and as you can see, there it is bigger. Now, one of the other useful features, of course, is borders, which is the option right above here. And as you can see, if I click on it, you have different options. So for example, suppose I want to put this whole thing in a box. All right, so there it is. I'm just going to go over here and select outside borders. There. So now if I release, you can see there's outside borders. Now suppose I want lines just to highlight from this point on versus this. So I'm going to scroll all the way down, and I can again go to the borders and pick the right border. So there, all of a sudden you can see there's a border there. Now when you're freezing, you can also do a freeze point over here and freeze this section, and you can freeze this section. So you can kind of work with, let's see here, I'm going to go back to view, and I'm going to go to freeze panels, and I'm going to unfreeze first. Oops. So we're unfreezed. Then I'm going to click over here. Let's see. I think it could be there. Let's try that. Okay, we're going to go to freeze. Freeze using the top option. And now we've got this. And if I'm going to click over to the right, see, as you can see, there it is. Now the other thing, so freezing portions of the Excel spreadsheet comes in very handy. Now the other thing you can do is also insert rows or columns in case you forgot a column. For example, I have a Denny's figure that I want to put in. So I'm going to go over here and do an insert. And as you can see, now it's done an insert of the column. So I'm going to just title it Denny's. There. And then I'm going to put in the number over here. Let's see, I'm going to put 2138. And then on the 11, 2138, on the 24th, 3681, and one more, 2663. So, as you can see, when you insert a column, it maintains the format of the other columns between them so that you don't have to reformat it. Okay, so that is our spreadsheet for the moment, and as you can see, it looks much better. And there you have it. So, okay, so I think that's going to be today's lesson. You know, with all these ribbon options, you know, it's just a matter of experimenting, seeing how the borders work, how the colors work. You can also do custom colors. If you're doing a cell, say you want to highlight a particular day like the 8th, and you go to Home, you go to Fill, and you click More Colors. Then you can click the custom, and you can kind of like choose a color. Like for example, going over here, kind of like a lime. Doing OK, and all of a sudden you have a custom color. Okay, so there's a lot of options with formatting. It's just a matter of experimenting and seeing what you like and personal preferences. Okay, so thank you for watching. Have a great day. See you in my next episode. On the Excel, I'm going to be talking probably a little bit on some of the common formulas like summation and concatenate, which is a useful one. And what else I can think of. Okay, so thank you for watching. Have a great day, and see you in my next episode. All right, bye-bye.